today we're going to do a walk-around inspection to show you lights working and a test drive of this beautiful 1965 Plymouth Sport Fury convertible. Now this car here is equipped with the 383 Commando with an automatic transmission, and just an absolutely stunning example of these Sport Furies with the red and black interior and a gorgeous black top. So yeah, we'll start here at the driver's side fender. This car, I would say, is a very nice driver quality car. The paint shines excellent, but it does have a few imperfections here. The factory Sport Fury trim is in very good condition. There's a little tiny nick in the blue, but overall in very good condition. No real chips or defects to note in the driver's side front fender. And then you have the Magnum 500 wheels, which also add to the attractiveness of this car with the white line tires. And the wheels themselves polish up and shine very well. Coming around to the front. Now your trim around your headlights do have a little bit of wear. Looks like there might even be a couple bugs that we missed. But it is showing a little bit of age, but still shows very well. It's nice and straight. Might be one little ding right there in the middle. But really, yeah, it's in very good condition. The bumper is nice and straight and shines excellent. No chrome loss at all on the front bumper. You do have a couple little tiny chips in the front of the hood. We have one there, and there's two little ones here. But otherwise, the hood is nice and straight. Your 383 emblem. Yeah, hood emblem's in great shape. And overall, this car is extremely straight. Metal in this car is in excellent condition. There's a little bit of cracking on top of the passenger side fender around the antenna. Maybe somebody over tightened it. And coming again, your trim, you do have a little bit of peel on the red, but otherwise, very good condition. Passenger side fender very comparable to the driver's side. A little edge showing on your Commando badge. Instead, showing you right now. Passenger side wheels in excellent condition. Coming over to the passenger side. And around the trim, come back to the windshield. Yeah, there's a little scratch there. And there might be a few little chips or something in the windshield, but for the most part it's in very good condition. The trim around the windshield the stainless trim around the windshield is in excellent condition. You do have a little bit of chrome loss there on the plastic mirrors. Moving to the passenger side door, there is a little bubble in here at the bottom of the front of the door. Very minor, but just want to point that out. I don't know if it'll show up very well. Other than that, I'm not seeing a whole lot of defects. Maybe a couple little scratches in the stainless trim on the door. Just a hint of age on the door handle. You can see that the bottom corner of the door is nice and clean, as is the bottom of the door. The interior in the Sport Fury is in very good condition. The door panel is showing very nice. A little bit of age to the Sport Fury emblem. It may be the chrome hardware, but as you see, it's a power window car. Now, I will say the power windows on this Sport Fury are a little tired. They go down well. You do have to help them up.
Same with the power top.
Yeah, and the power top works well throughout. Just at the very beginning, going down and going up, you do have to give it a little bit of assistance.
Yeah, just at the start of both.
Yeah. So the passenger side seats in very good condition, plenty of foam. Carpet presents very well, nice and black, not real sun faded. Center console's in good condition. Does have a little paint loss in a few places and maybe a little pitting around the shifter. But you see your interior lights do work, and the dash is in very good condition with very few defects, if any. rear
carpet is
seats.
real nice and black.
Yeah. Yeah, the color combo of the red exterior and the black interior is very striking on this car. Door shuts nicely. Coming over to the passenger side quarter, there is a scratch here on top of the quarter. The trim looks good, it's nice and straight. Looks like it has a little bit of a scratch there. The front of your quarters there might be just the tiniest bubble right at the front of this wheel. Can't tell if it's a stone chip or a bubble chip there. Okay, stone chip. Get a little cracking around the trunk lid. There are a few little dents and scratches here at the middle of the stainless on your trunk lid. I think that was just some compound. The rear bumper shines very well. Yeah, right here. Actually, on the bumper and the rear bumper, there is a little bit of a rub on the side of the bumper.
There's a small, very small crack, very minor paint there.
The inside of the trunk lid is very clean. Then the trunk's nicely detailed with the mat. It does come with a spare. As you can see, the trunk panels itself is in excellent condition. The inner quarter is in excellent condition. Actually on both sides. Not seeing a seam.
I think they're both original quarters.
Yeah, they appear to be.
The car's low miles, only 45,000 miles.
I believe they're actual, aren't they?
Yeah.
Chip there. You do have a couple little dings around the gas fill door. And you do have, there's a little bubble at the back of the wheel well. I believe there might be a little bit of bubbling just in front of it as well. I don't know if I'm gonna get that to show up. Other than that minor bubbling, there's not really any defects to know. I will say the driver's side door is off about maybe a 16th to an 8th of an inch.
Adjustment to do on those hinges, I
It
think.
looks like it's mainly on a lower hinge. But moving on to the door itself, the metal's nice and clean. You can see your seam down here. It's nice and clean. The bottom of the door itself is in good condition. The door panel's nice and clean and comparable to the passenger side. Again, you have your power window switches. Driver's seat's in very good condition, just the slightest wear on the outside bolster.
I'm not even sure if it's wear or just... It's not thin at all.
No, it's not thin, no. It's the slightest. And then it's showing you the odometer, showing the actual miles. Horn works. There are a couple little cracks in the steering wheel.
Overall, the interior is very good to excellent.
Absolutely. And the top presents very well.
Actually, the top has been recently replaced.
Yeah, so
But
it shows
it's fairly new.
like new.
Back window is nice and crystal clear. No yellowing. And the boot is in very good condition.
obviously your local cruising. It does show a little bit of age, but very original, unmolested engine compartment.
Can't mistake that Chrysler starter sound. Show the top go down.
Now we're going to show you the top work.
Kind of put the other window on the other side down. Do have to help it get started. And after that, it goes down fine by itself. Passenger side rear window. Yeah, they're slow. The motors are tired. Okay. They all four will go back up. They just need a little help.
Yeah. So now we're going to go get the other camera and take this beautiful 1965 Sport Fury for a test drive. Seatbelts. So yeah, now we're going to take that gorgeous 1965 Sport Fury for a test drive.
I have kind of a soft spot for these cars.
Yeah.
Tyler's mom and I.
Right up.
This car does start. It starts and runs like you would expect a low-mile car to start and run.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, with less than 45,000 original miles documented on the title, the car does run and drive very well. But Tyler's mother and I, we dated in a 68 Fury 3 convertible and just loved that car.
Yeah, they're a great driving car when these cars are well maintained. This one definitely has been.
Yeah. And it is a true Sport Fury. It's a P4 VIN, so it is a true Sport Fury V8 Sport Fury.
Now with that Commando 383.
Yeah.
She just cruises effortlessly. I mean, this car is easy driving car.
Power steering, power brakes. It'd be nice if it had AC.
It would be nice. Not necessarily needed with the top down, because that's how we both prefer to be driving this car right now.
I do, yeah. If we weren't making a video right now, the top would be down. So it does have a power top, like we said in the walk around. The power top and the factory power windows, which is pretty rare on these cars. Power windows are a little tired. You have to help them up. They go down fine, and then the top, just at the extremes, the very start going up and the very start going down, you have to help it just for a second, and then it operates fine. But top itself is in excellent condition. It's been recently replaced.
Yeah.
Beautiful black.
Looks like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we're doing about 55, 60 miles an hour. Speedo does jump a little bit, so I'm having to kind of guess a little bit.
And I believe it's in the cable, but don't quote me on it. I lubed up the cable a little bit. It's a lot better than it was, but it's still bouncing a little bit.
Yeah, but we're hovering around. I mean, it's hovering around 55, 65. So
yeah, and it's just a cruiser. You can tell that 383 is not stressed by any means. That 727 transmission.
I mean, it is classic single finger steering.
Oh yeah.
This car is easy. I mean, let go of the steering wheel. I mean, she's solid on the road. I mean, this is, you can drive this car anywhere. Take it to a cruising 2 hours away. I'm gonna have a blast on the way there. And
Oh yeah. I'm driving it home tonight.
Yeah.
Well, the interior overall is in very good to excellent condition. The carpet's a rich black with no fade. It's got some really nice Sport Fury custom floor mats. The seats are in very good condition, and they look like actually the seats could be original. There's no tears in them, no splits in them.
No, not at all.
But we have a feeling that they probably have been refoamed because they got plenty of cushions to them. Rear seats always look like in excellent condition because they hardly ever get sat in, so it's in excellent condition. There's a little bit of wind noise, but for a 65 convertible,
That's not bad. I noticed here on the front edge, it's actually to my sides.
yeah, I think it's better than average. Well above average.
Well, one noise I do want to talk about is actually how well that 383 sounds on this car.
Oh, it's got a great sound. Original Plymouth AM radio that's inoperable.
But you really don't need it with that exhaust note coming out the back of the car.
Well, the blower motor works.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah. Not going to leave that on for very long, but it works. All the gauges work. The temperature gauge, the charging, and the fuel gauge all works. Like we showed you earlier, the horn does work.
Yep.
So nice factory center console. A little bit of age in the chrome, but not bad. It's very presentable. What a smooth running car.
It is. And the red exterior shines excellent. I mean, it's just a gorgeous car. You're going to get compliments from some looks wherever you go in this car. I mean, it's a seldom seen classic. You don't see Sport Furies all that often. It's just a beautiful example.
And the 65s, the 65 Sport Fury was the Indianapolis pace car that year. So every once in a while you see one of those pop up, but not very often. But yeah, this is a rock solid example of the sought after Plymouth Sport Fury convertible.
Absolutely.